So whenever I have a booking, me and the client have a consultation, and this goes over all the important information such as like how many I'm feeding, the menu plan idea, location, all that great stuff. And then I basically develop a menu and I kind of organize my list of things that I need, my prep list, what I need to do before the event, the day of, and just get my game plan going so that the day before and the day of, I literally make my life easier and just can work as efficiently as possible. So depending on the scenario, I will either shop 2 days, a day before or the day of for the event to make sure that everything is super fresh and that I have enough time to source my ingredients and that I'm not scrambling to get things done or find things. So these are the bags. I'm kind of organizing them so when I put them away, I know what I'm gonna do with them tomorrow. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a link with the box. Oh, got the cash out. We in Whole Foods with it. So I'm looking for the edible flower. I got the edible flowers. I literally feel like a bougie bitch every time I go to Whole Foods. It's just a vibe. Okay, so boom. Just got back from doing my little errands, which was surprisingly really simple and quick. I love that for me. But now I'm gonna write down some of the things I'm gonna prep. I just like doing shit on paper and pen, old school, because it's better for your brain. I have my little Be Simone podcast in the background because when I'm working, I like to listen to music or have like a podcast and just listen to something because there's like maybe a few times where I'm actually in my head or like, I'm talking too much. Let me get to work.
Let's try this again. It's my baby. I know I ain't got no man, which means I ain't got no husband, which means I ain't got. We do that. Number one, if you are an OG, thank you so much for coming back.
So I skipped over my morning routine and getting myself right, but basically the night before I make sure that everything is packed, labeled, and ready to go, so my mornings are really easy. I make sure that I eat and then I'm on my way. So before I do anything, I always pray. Praying is essential. It's part of who I am and how I move, and I just have to give gratitude and acknowledge that I am currently living in a prayer and I'm so grateful to do what I do, and it's all because of God. So just taking that moment is really special for me, as well as not only like praying for myself and my business, but for the people that I'm cooking for, because I want to help heal people, and yes, it's through food, but I also want to make sure that they are spiritually covered, and whatever it is that they're battling or going through, that they get through it in the mighty name of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? The event that I'm doing is a 3-day wellness retreat, and this Airbnb is specifically for, wellness and healing and all that amazing stuff. So just to be a part of it, I felt super aligned, and the house literally had that exact vibe. It just felt really welcoming, super chill. Love the open space and the colors and the neutral. It was just like really Pinteresty, and honestly like kind of like the dream home that I have in my head. So I was kind of fangirling over the house. It was so beautiful, and just really nice to see that there are other people who are a part of this healing journey. Like we all have different missions and values and stuff like that, but just to see kind of like the likeness in the community, I just felt so aligned and really blessed to just be in the space. So if you feel like this space would be good for you, I'll leave the actual Airbnb information down below in my caption. They also are on Instagram, so that if you want to book this, get into it, because it is literally so multi-purpose and just really good energy. Hold on, y'all, get into this freaking fridge. Why is it so sleek and cute? So because I'm going to be here for the next 3 days, I'm just getting familiar with the kitchen and putting everything in the right places so that when I come back and forth, I know exactly where everything is, and I could just being organized. Now it's time to get into chef mode, and this is when I enter my flow state. I'm just in the zone, I'm vibing. I already planned what I'm gonna do and what I'm gonna prep, and in the order that I'm gonna prep. I like to make sure that I do the things that are gonna take the longest first, of course, for time efficiency, and then just kind of go along the lines and just do multiple things at once. But I'm pretty much vibing at this point. So my style of cooking is very heavily influenced by Latin and Caribbean cultures. I'm Puerto Rican and Cuban, so just with those two in general, they share a lot of history and roots with, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and all those Virgin Island type of places. And it's very important to me that I share my culture and my roots and my history through my cooking. And I also just love the flavor profiles. I feel like there's just so many great tasting dishes that come from, my history and my culture. I also want people to know that just because you are vegan doesn't mean you have to lose out on your culture and cuisines and dishes that you loved growing up. It's just all about making small tweaks or healthier alternatives and changes, and you can have your cake and eat it too. I think it's really important to talk about my history and my roots and my culture, especially within my cooking, because for so long, places like Cuba and Puerto Rico and other island type of places, they were colonized and still are to this day. And that's a whole nother history video that I can really go on about. But basically the US really have tried their best to try to diminish and hush our culture and the things that make us us and the things that make us different. And I feel like when I'm cooking, that's kind of like my way of fighting back and making sure that my culture stays alive and these traditions just continue down from generations. And it's a very intimate, special, spiritual type of feeling that I can't really explain, but just know that cooking is more than just slicing and dicing for me. It really is a part of a whole bigger mission and just bigger picture. In between cooking, I also like to make sure that I set up the table and make sure that it's nice because, again, this is a luxury experience. I not only want people to eat good food, but I want them to enjoy themselves, have a good time, and just feel like they're being pampered. So something as simple as setting the table could really set you apart in the game. The menu for day one was a jerk-styled mushroom with a fresh chimichurri sauce, coconut jasmine rice, a mango salsa, and fried plantains. So you're literally getting the taste of the islands in this plate. As a chef, I'm always kind of just cleaning as I go. I ended up finishing a little bit earlier than intended, so they were kind of still doing their meditation upstairs. So I had a few minutes just to kind of relax and collect my thoughts, and I went outside to enjoy myself. This is just so nice. Like, I really just gotta thank God that I get to do this for a living. God is so good. I'm about to get on this hammock. Make sure no bugs. I just get so happy and just like proud of myself whenever I see people eating the food, loving it, enjoying it, and just really being inspired about what vegan cuisine could really be. What a successful night. What a blessed night. I just continue to thank God, continue to thank Jesus for blessing me, for giving me the wisdom, the courage, the affirmation, the deliverance, the focus, the determination, just all the amazing things. What I do is very much a passion and I love it, and I'm just very grateful that this is my life, because I remember I once prayed for this. I once prayed to live the life that I'm currently living, and I feel like sometimes we sleep on that. We sleep on the fact that we're living in prayers, and then continuing to beg God for other things when we're not soaking in what we already are given. And I just feel so good. Like, I just love having a good day where I feel productive, I feel successful. Everyone loved my food. Everyone really, I could tell, enjoyed my energy and my vibe, which I'm just so grateful for, to just connect and meet other people, especially who are open to like health and wellness and just, just all the things. And I'm just really grateful. I'm really grateful. I know tomorrow's going to be another great day. I know it's going to be a little bit easier actually, because I left a majority of my stuff over there, and I'm just ready. I'm ready to continue to just be a boss, get that money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, OVO Sound 2025.
So I ain't gonna lie to you, I haven't really been working out lately. I know. I need to do better. So I am going to do better. And that's my business. I'm going to figure it out. But today we're doing a home workout.
You're keeping tension on the glutes, body angled slightly forward. So down, hold, and up.
Get 'em para echar mi corazón.
Being a chef, you have to make sure that things are moving. Like, there's so many things going on at the same time. So while your rice is cooking, something else is frying. While this is being washed, you're using, like, you just always on go, thinking of many things at once. And just imagine, like, that's your life, and your brain works like that all the time. So, like, who wouldn't be crazy? I'm crazy, but, like, the good crazy. I definitely like to build flavor, because just like simmering and sweating things out and adding like the spices, making sure that that fragrance opens up, that's what makes the difference of like building. People can taste that. Okay.
Burn yourself?
But that's good. I'm just a little sad because these are not as pretty as I was hoping, but I'm not going to waste them. So we shall go on with the show. We're going to work with it though, because that's just what we're going to do. There's probably going to be extras, so maybe. It's such a powerful feeling when you're eating foods that are made for you to thrive so that you can be the best version of yourself, and that's all we're really trying to do anyway. This is how I show my love for people too, is like cooking for them and making sure that they're taken care of, fed. For day 2, I made a coconut chickpea curry with cilantro lime quinoa, fried plantains, a little bit of the mango salsa from the day before, topped with avocado, pumpkin seeds, and hemp seeds. And of course, you gotta put the edible flowers in there. And as well as a mixed green salads with arugula, spinach, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, and a lemon vinaigrette.
Oh, wow.
You're welcome. So the last day of the retreat was completed with a brunch, and I wanted to do a sweet and savory combination. So I did a play on kind of like a scrambled egg situation with roasted herb potatoes as well as a loaded oatmeal bowl. And honestly, everyone enjoyed it. They just kept complimenting me and telling me how their minds were blown about the amazing dishes that I cooked for them and how everything was vegan and just all these positive things. So I just felt like it was a really good event and a strong finish as well. I also want to give a shout out to Casey, who was the person who hired me for the wellness retreat and basically put it all together. She is such an amazing soul. She does breath work and just other aspects of healing, and you can just tell that she really is passionate about what she does. She truly wants to help people, and I felt really aligned with her because it's just nice to learn about other women trying to, do God's work in a sense. And I was just super grateful to have been a part of this experience, especially with someone like her. So again, check her out. She's really dope. And she's so sweet because she ended up giving me a gift, which I was not expecting at all, and a cute little card. And just little things like that really make a difference, leave a statement. And I just felt super appreciated. Also, this was on a Sunday, so as you guys know, Sunday are my rest days. So after a long weekend of work, what better way to end off the night than to just be on the beach, chill with your friends, enjoy the vibe, be in the moment, and just be grateful for life.
We outside 2025, party outside. I don't know if that's the words that he's saying, but that's my version.